The Record of Ragnarok manga started in 2017 and has been releasing monthly since, approaching the 100 chapter milestone in a few days, alongside season 3 of the anime being officially confirmed to be in the works, paired alongside a trailer released a few days ago, and now this new art piece to celebrate these achievements, highlighting all of the relevant characters in the series, that being almost every fighter on both sides, the Valkyries, and some bonus gods we've seen throughout the story, at least apart from 3. The first being Hajun, which is alright as we have Zero and even the lucky gods here, Nostradamus, who I'll talk about later, and the one fighter we still have not had revealed thus far, the one and only top of the verse Rasputin. So you're telling me after 8 years and 100 chapters later, we still haven't had our boy revealed? No signs or really mentions in the entire series. The most we've ever gotten is this one, a simple silhouette, which may not actually be a representation of his actual design in the series, all things considered. His name mentioned as like options for Brunhilde to choose, but that's the most we've gotten after all these years. Truly tough times, but perhaps chapter 100 randomly out of nowhere they're going to reveal him, at least we can only hope. And if we're being fair, chapter 50 had the out of nowhere introduction of Hades to the series, and it's been officially confirmed that there will be a cool announcement on the release of chapter 100. We already got all the information about Record of Ragnarok season 3 before that, so perhaps the announcement is the design reveal or appearance of Rasputin. 4 years ago now, I released my Russia's Greatest Love Machine video, revealing since I first found this series, I've been most excited and anticipating his reveal and his fight in the Record of Ragnarok series. This was mostly due to studying about him during my high school history days and learning about the absolute insanity of Bro's story. He isn't just packing a extra large machine, but pretty much finessed an entire royal family alongside the various other things and memes associated with this monster. The long-lasting predicted matchup against Anubis is likely going to happen, at least from most people's perspective, considering Bro's been cucked 2 times since his introduction now, and is likely going to come out absolutely enraged when he does get a chance. Most people are assuming round 12 against the almighty Rasputin, unless right now they're saving this beast for the likes of Odin, the main villain in the entire series. But when speaking about him, that requires us to bring up Nostradamus, someone who from what I can tell also didn't make his appearance in this image, which was quite shocking, as since his reveal, which for reference is going to occur in episode 1 of season 3 of the Record of Ragnarok anime, highlighted him as definitely one of the most important humans on the roster, something that has been expanded on in recent time as the one appointed to by Odin himself as the official doctor for Siegfried, someone who I explained in this video here, who is likely the most important character in the entire Record of Ragnarok series. Make sure to check out that one after today's video. But all things considered, Nostradamus could be the strongest, or definitely one of the strongest characters we have in the entire series, and is going to go absolutely crazy. But if you look closely at the image, we see Simmo and Loki, who are fighting right now and are likely going to be the focus of chapter 100, the real start of their fight, where we're going to get Loki's illusions or clones, whatever this ability was where he summoned these gods, fully explained, and Simmo trying to counter that in some way. With the current state of the Record of Ragnarok fandom being pretty hyped for this one, a lot of people have had many concerns for the last few rounds since the Leonidas and Apollo disappointment. Okita vs Susnor as a whole was a pretty good fight, but not loved by particularly everyone, mostly due to the length considering all the outside stuff occurring alongside round 10. But so far, round 11, as I broke down in previous videos, has received a perfect start for the most part. Simmo is absolutely cooking in every aspect, and Loki is far more interesting than any other point in the story, resulting in the hype to be pretty high and expectations coming into the release of chapter 100 peaking from most people's perspective, something I hope and truly believe the authors and artists are going to deliver on in a few days. I cannot wait. But the other human we have depicted here is the one and only Kintoki, friend of Buddha, who I guess is working alongside Beelzebub to release Siegfried or uncover the truth about Ragnarok themselves. His introduction was fairly cool in the Record of Ragnarok manga, which I also believe will be occurring in Record of Ragnarok Season 3, so that's going to be pretty cool as well. But outside of that, we haven't really had too much. We had a little stare off against the likes of Odin when he pulled up on the group fight, which was pretty badass. But he's been fairly boring all things considered, and compared to all the other humans fighting on the roster, he's someone who definitely hasn't been talked about or doesn't really have an insane amount of hype associated with him. However, considering he's pretty much the final Japanese fighter left in the story, the authors are probably saving him for something big, so perhaps he'll be the one fighting Odin, or of course the greatly predicted more matchups being added to the tournament is possible as well. Also considering this line from chapter 99, where the announcer kinda implied that there could be another round added, which is more so required to ensure all the humans get their chance to fight, unless there's a traitor or some other wild stuff that occurs. Something that definitely relates to Siegfried and him having a fight at some point, with maybe Go as his Volune, which is something that's already been kinda set up thus far, making it possible that he will fight Odin as well, which does leave us questions on who Kintoki and Nostradamus could fight, or even Rasputin as well if one of them does end up fighting Anubis, all things considered. We do have Record of Ragnarok, the Apocalypse of the Gods going on right now on the side, where the winner of that could be added to the tournament, but are they going to be able to conclude that entire side manga before the rounds conclude in this? Not really likely unless they do like multiple fights in single releases, or they make the release of chapters faster or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. There's various possibilities, but let me know your thoughts and everything down below in the comments. Your predictions for the special announcement occurring with the release of chapter 100, predicted fights for the future of the story, when and where are we going to get Rasputin revealed. I truly hope today's video was able to will it into existence. That will be absolutely peak time for us Record of Ragnarok fans and Rasputin glazers who have been hyping up Russia's greatest love machine for all these years. I'll be streaming in a few days for the release of Record of Ragnarok chapter 100, and of course many more videos in the works. Shout out to these members, the absolute mad lads.